Well, Darden Bowman was the ultimate cowboy. He lived in Badger, California, which is halfway up the Sierras. And he had never left there except for 4 years when he went to the service and fought in the South Pacific and came home and went to ranching again. That's all he had ever done all his life. I mean, there wasn't a horse he couldn't ride. I mean, he was just the ultimate cowboy. And he had inherited somehow a lifetime interest in grazing rights to Sequoia National Park on a piece of property that wasn't owned by the park at the time that grant was given. So he had a cattle drive every year from his ranch, which was halfway up the Sierras, on up to the top of Sequoia National Park in the spring, and then brought the cows down to the mid-ground, and then on down for calving in the winter in the San Joaquin Valley floor. And it took about a week to get that done. And every rhinestone cowboy within spitting distance of California always, tried to butter him up to get an invitation to come help with the cattle drive. And we owned the ranch next door, so I was always solicited anyway. So we got down to Dunlap on the last leg. We were almost down to the home ranch. And there are a lot of turkey farms, huge, big operations that are open, cyclone wire fence, and 3,000, 4,000 turkeys. Now this is in the fall, so they're getting pretty big, ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And these cows come walking down the road, bawling and carrying on. Well, turkeys are highly excitable, so they decided to bunch up in one side of the pen. Well, the help came out and started trying to get everything separated. For some reason, one little young bull took a look at all them turkeys gobbling and flapping their wings and decided he was going to have some fun. Well, he hit that fence and just tore it asunder. Come in there and started chasing turkeys all over that. Throwing turkeys left, throwing turkeys right, people hollering, screaming. The owner of the ranch was out there screaming and cussing. And Darden stopped his horse and stand there watching this whole thing. And Jim, the foreman, basically came up and said, "All right, Bowman, what we gonna do?" And Darden sat there a minute. He said, "Well, Jim, when he gets through hooking enough of them turkeys for Thanksgiving and Christmas, he'll come out of there." And he did. And Darden ended up having to pay a large sum of money, but he paid it like a gentleman, and I'm sure that bull was part of the cash.